Yeah, good evening, everybody. Yeah, listen, I mean, not a good result for us by any means. That didn't take away the occasion from the fans. I want to thank the fans for coming out here. I thought the energy was electric. I thought the energy that they put out from the beginning of the game was amazing. And then we go a goal down and show great response a minute later. And then two moments get away from us. Shots from range. I think all three of their goals shots from range, and then we're standing 3-1 down the bottom of the barrel. So we've punched teams like this in the face a few times, and now we know what it feels like. So I think part of being a champion is also knowing how to lose. So I mean, yeah, tonight we get knocked in the face, and we couldn't really respond in the moments, or didn't get rewarded for the moments that we got in front of goal, and we couldn't really quite get those critical moments in our favor to turn the game around. So yeah, I mean, we had a few moments. We unfortunately don't score the goal. But yeah, we just lacked a little bit of urgency at certain times. They played a very direct ball. Credit to them with Kyrie Shelton holding up the play really well, and Pomito floating between the lines. So that we struggled to adjust with and try to get more pressure on the ball at certain moments, stop the supply at certain moments. But yeah, we just were a little bit off the pace of the critical duels today, and that's the result thereof. So this is not an aggregate game where it takes over into the next leg. So it's one and done, and we move on to the next one. So that's the hope at the end of it, because like I said earlier, we know how it feels to have these types of scorelines throughout the season. We've done it many times. But yeah, we also have to be a good loser sometimes, and we're just better than us on the night.
With this game following the way the last two games of the regular season, though, is this an unpleasant trend?
Yeah, I felt there was different energy about us today. I thought there was a little bit more of us being, connected to us, the occasion. I didn't think there was too much wrong with the first half at all, and the scoreline is 3-1. So, we blink an eye and it's 3-1, and we're thinking, how did that happen? So. Obviously, there's little moments in there that we can get better and do better and have to do better with. But I don't think there was too much separating the two teams going into the half.
Yeah, when you look at those moments that led to it, it was just defensive mistakes that need to be, whether it was Leuven missing a tackle or clearing the ball right to a Kansas City player.
Yeah, I mean, I looked back at the halftime, a little bit of the film, but yeah, we just have to have a look and see as a collective, and that's what we were thriving on, in the games prior. We valued the collective, but we don't want to talk about individual errors. We win together, we lose together, and we have to hold our heads up high. And even in moments like this, I have to present myself and make sure that we know what just happened, which is not okay, but also now to get a response out of the team, and this is what my job is all about now. So, yeah, listen, we've had some great experiences this year. And I would be a fool to think that it's going to be a fairy tale all the time, and for the rest of the year. So again, we get challenged in certain moments in life, and on a soccer field, and these are one of these moments. So listen, there's always light at the end of the tunnel.
Hey, Coach. How do you generate more scoring chances, just in general, with your team?
Yeah, getting progressively up the field a little better. I thought. We played too brave. We didn't play brave enough. We're a little bit cautious in certain moments, and sometimes you have to will yourself to a positive action, and getting the ball in certain areas of the field. So I thought we were just a little bit too passive, and not brave enough at certain times. And listen, we want to play vertical. We want to play progressive, and we want to get the ball in the opponent's half, and then we want to play the game. So we didn't get too many of those moments in the opponent's half, to then get a back line up, and then to get into the final third, and then to control the proceedings. So we never really got to that momentum. And that was, credit to them, partly. But also, I think 58% possession, if I'm not mistaken. That's not our signature, At times when we're leading 3-0 and we can control the game, then by all means. But yeah, that's where a little bit more bravery should come into it.
Coach, obviously you're going to go back and watch the tape, but as you prepare for next week, do you think the focus is going to be more on tactics and maybe changing some, or just execution in general?
Yeah, I think listen, we know how they play. I said it before the game. We know how they play. They know how we play. So, I think it's just in the moments, You know, these critical moments that kind of get away from us and dictate games. The higher the stakes are, you know, the bigger the rewards are for you or against you. So today we lost 3 moments and go three down, right? So, and that's just the nature of the game. So we never really gave ourselves to get a chance to get some momentum, to get some energy. Just when you thought there might be a wave of momentum, the wind gets taken out of our sails again. So again, yeah, listen, we've made some bit of life off the bench. You know, Celio comes into it, Joa comes into it, Sam comes into it, a little bit of life, a little bit of urgency, just to try and get it going again. And then we have a big chance at the end with Klaus. So again, not all doom and gloom, but you know, by far no means the standard we set around here and what we want to achieve and what we want to play here at City Park.
And so as far as the familiarity is concerned, there weren't any surprises tactically that Sporting KC brought into City Park tonight?
No, I mean, obviously the changes in their lineup, you know, that might have been, but short rest, travel and what have you, you know, playing here at City Park, I think, yeah, they're a good team. They have a good team. They have good depth in their roster. Yeah, they were confident about coming here and playing a certain way in their game plan. But, you know, in terms of what they did, they were a little bit more direct than usual, you know, targeted Kyrie, and that was the game plan pretty much. So, and what did we do with that? You know, unfortunately, we lost, you know, a couple of those battles, and all of a sudden those lead to goals, big moments. So, for sure, things to look at, you know, 100%. But again, we go again, and we grow from here, and we learn from these moments.
What was the message that you told the players directly after the game?
Yeah, said, you know, just basically what I've regurgitated here. You know, just to let them know it's not an aggregate scoring and make sure it's one and done, and we still have two more reps at this, you know. So next week we're going to have to leave it all out there, leave it all on the line. You know, we're playing away from home, and we have to bring the energy. We've won games away from home too. Yeah, to bring the urgency and the belief and the confidence of what got us to this place. You know, champions who finished number 1 in the league, or you know, good teams who finished number 1 in the league, are all of a sudden not a bad team. So it starts a lot within the heads, and you know, that's the job of the coaches and myself, just to make sure that we try and grind away at. Because in ability, we've proven this over 34 match days, which is actually the hardest, right? But getting up for the next game is always the most important, and that's what we have to build up for next week.
My question was, how do you keep the team remaining positive in this time? Obviously, 4-1 is a heavy scoreline, a scoreline that you never want to absorb. But how do you remain positive?
Yeah, we have to. We have to find a way to get on with it, and you know, making sure that we stay positive. Like I said, you know, a good team doesn't become a bad team overnight, and we've proven it over the longevity of a season, just to show how good we have been. That we're in a difficult phase right now doesn't, you know, surprise, you know, us, because it's been 3 games on the trot now. So again, it's about us just showing, repeating, giving confidence, and working it in training, right? So, you know, we have some good characters in this team. We have some good players. We have a lot of depth in our roster. We have a lot of belief out there from the coaches. So making sure that we bring our energy and our attitudes every single day. And again, just to basically say, boys, there's still one more shot at this, and this is coming next week. So for us, it's about now, you know, yeah, film is one thing, the training is one thing, working, you know, with the mental space is one thing. But I would say that's the most important space now at this point of the season. You know, our group over the long term has achieved so much in such a short space of time. And again, we don't want to, you know, think of anything moving forward as a failure. Tonight was a failure short term, but you know, over the long term, this group has been so successful, and those are the things we're going to pick off of, and we're going to look forwards to. You know, that has to drive us forwards every single day.
Bob Bradley, you started AC over Nico tonight. Can you just take us into the thinking of that, and are you considering possibly changing that for game 2?
Yeah, no, I don't think I didn't start a striker. You know, might have been Joa or Sam. You know what I mean? So we chose to go with the extra 10 in the midfield, and you know, we thought we'd create a little few more passing lanes between the lines. You know, and it didn't really set up the way we wanted to. I thought we were a little bit too passive for that on the night. So yeah, I mean, it's a good question. We'll have to just see what we decide coming over the next couple of days. But that was the decision we went with tonight. But you know, I don't think there's any guarantees that it was over Nico or Sam.
Coach, to kind of focus on AZ as well as like Kyle Bieber and Cilio and just where they were last year to play big minutes in the playoffs this year. Do you have time to reflect on the journey of those players at all?
Yeah, I mean, Celio, I always look at him because he brings a smile to me. You know, he's such a gem to have around the locker room, and he brings energy every single day. And in moments like this, he was the first one to say, "Coach, we still got 2 more goes at this." You know, so he loves playing, applying his trade as a pro soccer player. You know, so he brings joy to this group every single day. Carl Hebert as well. You could see the energy that he puts out. He just brings a little bit of something different. So yeah, listen, we'll look back and reflect, and you know, everybody has helped us up until this point. You know, guys that were never on the radar, now they're all of a sudden MLS players playing over thousands of minutes a season. So you know, again, what does success look like? I think success is also, you know, bringing on Miguel Perez in a certain way, bringing on Celio Pompeo in a certain way, bringing on a lot of players who weren't on the map. Now they're on the map. And now they just need to keep pushing teammates to bring the most performances, the best performances in training, and supporting each other, being good teammates. And, you know, I can't fault any one of my players.
Not a lot of teams have been able to hem you guys into the back end and you know, force you to cycle the ball that much. What was, you know, Kansas doing to make you do that? And, you know, how come you guys weren't able to really break past it?
Yeah, listen, I mean, I just think that, defended how they usually defend, 4-5-1, 4-3-3, you know. They just took up a lot of space, and we weren't able to exploit a lot of space, which then lures you into a sense of passiveness. You know, so for us, you know, when that happens, we have to learn still to try and force the issue a little bit, to play a little bit more direct, a little bit more vertical. But yeah, these are some of the learnings that we'll take out of the game and see how we can lure them out and move forward. So again, a bit of cat and mouse, but today they did it better.
Coach, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Parker.